So I ordered this and it's just arrived, so I'm gonna get it out and have a look. This is really cool as well because this drone is like super itty bitty tiny. My drone's quite big, the Phantom 4, for anyone that wants to know, that's what I usually use. And this one's a super tiny one that you can fit into like really small bags and stuff, so it's much easier to carry around. So I'm really excited to be able to take it on whatever adventures might be coming up over the summer for us. Oh, it looks so smart, just fresh out of the box, just opening it up. And this is what it looks like inside. I've no idea. I think this is going to be the drone itself. See, it's super tiny. Look how big my hand is. Like, it's about as big as my hand. Let's have a look. Oh, that's it. That is the drone. That is literally how big it is. It is absolutely tiny. Like, it's so small. It's literally smaller than my hand. It can fit in the palm of my hand, whereas my other one that I use is like absolutely massive. It takes 2 hands to hold it. So that is so cool. I love it. It's absolutely tiny.
Oh, this could be dangerous. Esme's flying the drone. Remember the hills right down everything. You wish you were sat on that, Isla? Yeah.
So we're just back at the van eating some lunch, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit bitter-sweet right now because
Shouldn't have gone.
yeah, I wasn't buzzing about coming back to this beach just because of the weather, no other reason. But I really wish we hadn't come back to this beach now because we've come back to the beach minus my drone. I'm not going to lie and say that I didn't just stand on top of the cliff and proper like sob. Oh, that's it. That is the drone. That is literally how big it is. It is absolutely tiny. Sobbed my heart out that I'm coming back without my drone. Because yeah, basically it's very windy today. And I've flown my drone, I've taken that drone all over the world and I've flown it in some awful conditions and it's been absolutely fine. And I think I always thought I pretty much knew its limits. So anyway, this beach it is so stunning that I wanted to get a little shot just around the bay just to show how clear and blue the water is, and it was an absolutely amazing shot as well. It literally went right around the bay, perfect. And then as we got to the corner of the bay, there's a little rock, and the drone wasn't even high, it was like a couple of meters off the ocean, and it just suddenly jumped in the air 50 foot back, like not 50 foot back, but it jumped in the air about 25 meters back. And I was like, whoa, what the heck? And I obviously quickly jumped up and I tried to pull it back forward towards me, and it just wouldn't, and it just got caught in like one of these horrific winds. It wasn't even that windy on the beach particularly, and then it just got caught in some horrendous wind gust and got blown straight out over the cliffs. Cliffs over the cliff, straight out over the cliffs just over here. So I was thinking, okay, right, it literally wasn't doing anything. I put it in sport mode to ramp up the engines. Tried to push it back forward towards me. Yeah, well, how do you think it flies?
The propellers might go faster.
Well, but what do you think makes the propellers move?
They're not jet engines though, are they?
No, they're not jet engines, but they're engines though. Tried to make the engines go a bit harder. And it still wouldn't move forward. It kept moving forward like a meter, and then it get pushed back another 5. And I had like 4 minutes left before the battery was gonna have to return home to where I took off because the battery was gonna run out. And I was just like, oh, that's it, it's done. I've lost it, it's gone. And so I tried to swing it round to the cliffs to try and land it on top of the cliffs, just like a mile down the road, so that hopefully I could land it, then we can go and retrieve it. Literally swung it round to the cliffs, and it just kept getting pushed further and further into the sky, higher and higher and higher. And until it was literally 2.5 miles out from here where we are. Two and a half miles. I was still getting transmissions from it. I couldn't see any of the pictures, so I started screen recording my phone. I started crying.
I swear.
And I was so devastated, man.
If I couldn't see the kids, if I couldn't see the kids, because I was on the phone to my dad, I was FaceTiming my dad and my nana, but if I wasn't on the phone and I couldn't see the 4 children, I would have genuinely thought he'd lost a child out to sea. That's how much, man. He was literally crying.
I was devastated, man, absolutely. Devastated. I've taken that drone. I literally watched it on my phone screen. I could see it. It had like 1 minute and 12 seconds left. The last picture I got was, I was thinking to myself, it's getting pushed really high into the sky and getting pulled out to sea, and I can't do anything about that. It's not moving forward when I'm telling it to move forward. It can't overcome the wind. So I thought if I bring it right down to the sea, right down to the ocean, then maybe it'll be able to escape the wind and come forward and get out of this this gust that it's trapped in. And so I took it right down to the ocean, and the last picture I got was at 1 minute and 12 seconds before the battery was going to run out, and I could see the waves coming up over in front of the camera, and it was like 1/2 meter off the ocean. I was trying to pull it forward, and it just wasn't doing anything at all. It was just done. And then the battery was, and then I knew at that point anyway that it didn't have enough battery to get back anyway, even if it had to overcome it. And so and then it said 30 seconds, it was going to auto land on the ocean.
And then he threw it.
And then I was just like, right, it's done. So I just
threw the controller.
I would have been screamed. I was just so angry. And I was angry for a few reasons. Basically, one, because I've just lost loads of footage that we've took this morning. I've lost the drone footage. I lost GoPro footage because I used the same memory card. And mostly I feel like I've ruined this trip because
I forgot the GoPro footage that we took at the caves.
I feel like I've got all that. I didn't take that on the GoPro.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I've ruined this trip because this place is so insanely beautiful that you need a drone to capture its beauty in its full force. You need a drone to do it. It doesn't do it justice standing next to a thing and filming it with a handheld camera. It just doesn't do it justice at all. There's so many more things we're going to see on this trip before we get, back and we start the next part of this adventure that we're doing over the next months to come. But I'm just really gutted because I'm not going to be able to film any of that now. And not only that, I am going to have to go and buy another drone now because I need a drone for this trip. So I'm going to have to look up now where I can get a drone centre on this trip so I can pick one up, because I need a drone for this trip. I cannot not have a drone for this trip for the videos that I want to make for you guys. I just can't do it. I need a drone, and obviously, and I feel fortunate that I'm in a position just to be able to go out and buy another drone. I don't take that lightly. I know it's a very expensive purchase, and I'm not trying to downplay the fact that I've just lost a drone or it's all right. I'll just go and buy another one. I'm not bothered about that. I'm not worried about the fact that I'll have to buy another one. I'm more angry about the fact that I've taken that drone across the whole world, and I'm really, really deeply sentimental about my stuff that I own. To the point where I kind of feel like it sounds ridiculous, but when I was fighting for it to get it back and I was watching it dying over the ocean, I felt like I was losing, a friend. My kid was dying over the ocean or something.
Joking, we were all sat on the beach crying.
Yeah, it's so weird.
A bit of plastic
I know,
that we can
it's
just
mad.
replace.
But I get really sentimental. About things like that, and I have taken it all over the world. I've flown it everywhere without anything going wrong ever. I've never crashed it, knocked it, bashed it, not anything. I've done some incredible footage with that thing, and the wind in Scotland's just taken it and just told it
it's in the
it's
Scottish
gone.
Ocean. Is that the Atlantic? I think that's the Atlantic Ocean. That's where it is.
It's gone for good.
Forever.
Ariel's got it now. It's been Ariel's little treasure cave,
Yeah, Sebastian will be playing with it.
Bring my memory card back, Mosh, if you do.
Yeah, that memory card were 100 and...
Yeah, that memory card was my best memory card as well, my 128 gig memory card. Oh. Anyway guys, enough rambling on from me. I am devastated, I'm gutted. I'm gonna have to try and get a drone sent to me somewhere along this route so I can pick one up. Because there's not going to be anywhere that sells drones in the shop here, I don't think. There's definitely not going to be. So I'll keep you updated on that one. But I'm really sorry, you would have had some amazing footage right there of that beach. Instead, I tried to stand on top of the cliff just now with my camera in my hand and try and show the sea and how blue it is, but the wind's literally that windy now that I can't even pan my camera steady to make a decent shot of that. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. You would have seen some really cool footage, but it's gone. I'm going to show you the last bits of footage that I managed to phone screen record of my drone dying. Maybe you've seen them while I was talking, but maybe I overlaid it, I don't know.